I can't say we were overwhelmed, because first and foremost the preparation was lacking a bit because of the time we had, but we anticipated we can do well in the rally because we had gone through that route earlier. So we still expected a finish 100% and a good finish, at least top 7. I didn't want us to go below, above 7. So I thought we were going to be 7 or below, but unfortunately, yeah, what we expected isn't what we put in out of the rally. The first one was amazing. Then we went into the second competitive section, and that's where we got most challenges. So our radiator burst, we had to change. Like, there was a lot of mechanical things that we had to endure. Fortunately, we when we were almost getting to FF, we got battery issues. So we got so many mechanical issues in the second section, but fortunately we were able to cross and go into section, and we asked for rally 2. So that way we dealt with the mechanical technicalities, and we came back on day 2 with more vigor and a better car to compete. We were still rectifying our gearbox got a problem, so we had to change the entire gearbox, and 30 minutes wasn't enough time for us to do that, so we asked for more time, hence not driving the super special stage. 100%, I believe the fans have been disappointed in a way, but yesterday while we were watching, we were also spectators in the super special stage. We had to explain ourselves. Of course, you have to explain to the fans so that they can understand. Apologies. So that they can understand what you guys go through. And I believe the Babi Mani, we are not the only crew that got issues. So many people have not gone through this rally and competing, especially the second section. That's why we've had so many people drop out. Yeah, it was a very fast section and very tricky. This issue was tricky because it had very fast places, and then it had where we had to caution a lot. Caution is where the hazards are a little bit very tricky, so you have to slow down. And because you have been taking high speeds at certain points, there's a pace it has given you, so somehow you don't want to drop. It's like coming from a 6 to a 1 or a 2. You'd rather come from a 6 to drop up to 3. So that is where the challenge has been, that it's been very fast, and then it had also hazards, very bad hazards in particular places. But we had prepared ourselves because we had gone through it on day 1. So day 2 we had prepared ourselves and we knew how we were going to tackle it. And we had tackled it in the first section that we did in the morning. So we're going to do it again. That's when we were disqualified, unfortunately. We got outside assistance, but I believe we were going to finish in a very good position, like we had anticipated, the top 7. I want to see the girl child and the female participate more in the male-dominated things like motorsport is. And I believe as long as you feel like you're led and you have what should I call it? You feel like you can do it, go ahead and do it. And yeah, we've seen people who have gone before us, who have set the pace and example, the likes of Susan Muonge, Leila Mayanja, Nanette. There are so many examples we can go by. Rose Rakataka. Then why not us? And I love the fact that now we are taking up even the administrative positions. We initially, it was just them being co-drivers and time marshals. We had very few co-drivers, but now we are taking on the positions of also making decisions, because women also have to be catered for. And they can only be catered for by a female, because we understand what we go through and the challenges we face, so that we can get solutions. This year I decided to take a break, but I'm hoping next year I will take on the driver's seat, because I feel like we need to take it up, because there's that gap, and if we can do it, why not? If I can do it in particular, why not? So I'm planning. My debut in Busika was just to see if I can do it practically. There's you thinking you can do it, but can you practically compete? And yes, I competed and finished, and I wasn't the last, at least. Yeah, my position was good enough for a first timer.
Yeah.
And that pushed me and assured me that I can actually do it. So now I've taken this year as a break to focus and plan. Hopefully next year, if all goes well. Yeah. It has challenged me. I love challenges very much, but this in a way has kind of made my spirit go low, because I was really I was ready to take on this challenge. But well, I've learned a lot, because every experience is a learning experience for me. So the fact that there's something new I have learned, and I believe we shall do better next time. Not only me, but also the driver, because every rally has its own issues, and sometimes the issues are the same. So next time we believe we shall do better. It's been a learning process, but still challenging, and I've embraced both of them. It's very interesting. It's interesting because we kind of come from a little bit different worlds. He's more of, we are both passionate. What puts us together is the passion we have for the sport. But my school of thought was kind of different from his school of thought. But us coming together has been really a good thing for both of us. I've learned from him, and I believe he has also learned something from me. And that's how we've managed. For the time I've been with him, we've not gotten a role. We've not gotten a DNF. Right. Even today that we are not on the final list, it is not a DNF. It is a disqualification. There's a difference. So we've always worked together as a team to make sure that this car gets to the final FF. And for me, working with him and us succeeding has been very exciting. I will say to one extent, yes, because this sport is not just for you. It's also for the fans and the sponsors. They have to get value for their money.
Yeah.
Yes. But this car is like a moving billboard. It's actually a moving billboard. So they have to get, if we do not compete and complete, then it's a waste of money. Unless if we've gotten issues, but we try not to, because we want to keep the sponsors, and you can only keep the sponsors if they see you finish. And because that's when you're covered well by the press. They'll cover you through all the sections and then up to the prize giving. So, and those are the critical moments. So for a sponsor, somehow you're put under pressure because you want to please them and also compete and also retain them, because rallies are
a very expensive
sport.
Yes.
Yeah, so you need all the support.
Stay tuned for more updates on motorsports forever.